Back, everybody, to another day of FTB from the bank fishing. It's your boy Kenneth, and we're already here, already at the lake. Look at it. Now, I haven't been here in quite some time. It's probably been about well over 6 months, and this looks, look, I'm already seeing some action. I'm seeing some action out there. It's well overgrown. I was expecting this place to be nothing but moss and whatnot, but it looks pretty good so far. Finally get a little bit of rain here, and I'm gonna see what we can get. I just gotta figure out what I can do. But what we got today, we got some cloudy skies. It rained earlier, a little sprinkle. It was sprinkling a little bit, and it's hot now. It's pretty humid, but look at the water, man. If you could tell, it got like this green slime on top. It's super shallow. I say over there it's probably about 4 foot, and the farther you go this way, it gets to about 2 foot, maybe even 1.5 feet. So I'm gonna have to just try to sit and dissect this lake for a little bit. I got wacky rig. I got the frog. I got a fluke, you know, for the shallow water conditions. I think one of them's gonna come in clutch. I think at least one of them. So yeah, walk us with a fluke, weightless, on 3/0 hook. It's a bone color. You can cast it pretty good. I like it. All right, there's one. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, bro, what is that? Is that a turtle? Oh, it's a bass. It's a good one. On the first cast, bro. On the first cast. It's a good one. It's good. First cast with the fluke. Oh, no, it's not a bass. It's a catfish. Oh, man. First cast on it. Yeah, definitely, this is definitely one of my bigger catfish right here. Hold on, let me. I'm about to say, man, if that's a bass, dude. All right, so we need to try not to break this line right here. You gotta watch out for these. You gotta be really careful with these barbs on these catfish. You gotta be really careful because they will get you. Look at that catfish, man. Oh, there he goes. All right. So, whoo-wee. So with this, like I said, you need to be careful with these barbs right here. And I'll show you what they look like in case you don't know. So you got this fin right here. Oh. You got this fin right here. This one right here, barb. It is hard as a damn rock. That shit right there will get you. And I'll tell you what, you do not want that happening to you. You do not want that at all. So I'm gonna try to get this hook out. You hit it hard. I don't want you. All right, retrieve the hook and the bait. Let's see if we can get this thing back in the water. Like I said, man, you just need to be really careful about what you're doing with these catfish, man, because if you're not being careful, man, it will get you good. And you never know. Some type of bacteria will start setting in, or some type of infection, and that's a no-go. You do not want that. But look at this, man. This is easily almost, I don't know, It's probably the biggest catfish I've ever caught, honestly. On the first cast on the fluke. It may or may not be a good sign, but there we go. I believe this is a blue cat. I may not be 100% sure, but go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments below, man. Comment section. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. But honestly, not a bad catch. I don't eat fish, so I'm just gonna release you, man, so you can grow, be bigger. Look, there's a little channel right here I can put them in. Oh damn. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna start off with this. So what you want to do with this fluke, it's weightless and it goes pretty well through weeds and whatever, but you want to move this or treat this like a similar to a jerk bait. Oh look, there's something over here. I'm gonna walk down this bank. Now I am seeing a ton of action over here in the shallower parts of this little creek, or this or the pond. So let's see if they're over here. I'm thinking for over here, I'm gonna need a frog. Now I'm gonna try to find the deeper water. So what I'm working with right here is, like I said before, this pond right here is super shallow, and we got a bunch of moss pretty much on more than half the lake. So I mean, I could try a frog. I think that would really work. But I think that these fish are gonna be pretty much tucked up along this grass line right here, all along this pond. Oh, what was that? So I'm just trying to get it. What is that? Oh. Oh, with the raindrop. Had one luck on the fluke, which isn't bad, but go back down here, grab my stuff. I'm gonna switch to the frog, and then I also got my wacky rig, which I'll just use that. All right, so I'm starting off with the frog, or swapping out to the frog. This is the smaller frog. I usually use, well, typically people use the 2.5 inch frog, which is okay. But me, I honestly don't have any luck on those frogs at all. I'm not really too sure if the size intimidates the fish or whatnot, but I never have luck on them. I have luck on these smaller frogs like this. So I believe this is about maybe 1.5 inches. I'm not really too sure on the exact measurements, but the smaller frog usually comes in clutch for me. So I'm just gonna stick with what works for me, and that'll be that. I'm moving down here to this end. I got 2 rods with me. I got one on the frog. I got my quantum rod with quantum reel, 7 foot with a 20-pound fluorocarbon on it. And then I got the spinning rod with the Abu Garcia Z-Man reel. This is a what is it? 6.6 medium heavy, or wait, hold on, what was that? Yeah, 6.6 medium rod. with a 6-gill spinner reel. But let's see if I can get a good solid cast on this thing. I want to see how far. Now this should be good. Okay, I got good casting range. That's good. This little frog right here should be a good snack for these bass. Especially in the conditions that we're fishing in today. Honestly, I'll tell you what, I haven't caught a fish on a frog this whole year. Whole year went by. We're going on August. I ain't caught a fish on a frog yet. Barometric pressure is down, so I mean, it does make sense on why it'd be a good time to come out right now. Pressure isn't high. All the bugs are out. Mosquitoes, gnats, flies, dragonflies are all out right now, man. And guess what? They're eating, man. These fish, they're eating right now. It's prime time eating. You know what? I don't remember where I put my other rod at. I don't remember. I need to find it. There it is. There she is. All right, found it. Look, they're getting lit up. They're over here. They're chasing. That's what they're. Okay. See what they're doing. They're over here chasing stuff. There's hella activity over here. Really, the only thing that you can do is throw a frog, literally, because look at what I'm working with out here, man. It's that green stuff is everywhere. Like, you can't get a jig or a worm or nothing in there. So let's see. See if we can get one. I got him. I got him. He hit it and didn't even move. There we go. First fish on the frog. Look, that's how you want it right there, right at the top of the mouth. Yes, sir. Yeah, you've been caught before, buddy. Definitely been caught before. So I'm talking about right there. Small. Not the size I'm looking for, but I mean, it'll do, man. I'll tell you what. That's some good stuff right there. When you can get a topwater bite, man, especially in the middle of the day like this. We're going on about 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. About 90 degrees. And man, they're hitting. The fish are out. It may be because of that storm that's coming in. The storm that we got coming in here. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it, but that was weird. Like, he hit the frog and just did not move. He didn't take off with it or nothing. He just ate it and sat there like a fat ass. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna go. I don't have much time, so I'm gonna come this way along this side, because the deeper end is down towards that end. But I'm gonna just coast this bank right here, and I'm gonna fish the shallower end of the pond. I see a ton of minnow or bait fish right here just shot out. So it may or may not be a good thing. I'm trying to figure it out. They got this little canal right here that there's a little ditch, comes up, down up there, comes down right here and right into the lake. So this spot would, I'm gonna see how deep it is. How deep is it? Can I cross it? I could cross it. Oh, my feet are wet. All right. Lay that bad boy down right there. Now we're on this side of the lake. It's hella muddy. Look at that. Look at that, look at that, boys. It's dumb muddy. If these fish are over here, I don't know. But like I said, I'm fishing in inches of water. Oh man, my boot's stuck. All right, looks like they're not really biting top water anymore, but I'm gonna see if I can try to get this over there in between these trees and stuff. I think that'd be a... Ooh. Yes, Lord. Well, I was all up in the money spot. What? I got him. I got him. There she is, boys. Damn. There she is right there. Look at that. In the mouth. Let's see if I can get this. Get a little bit more slack in that line. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need my little pliers. Right in the top of the mouth. That's where you want them. You want to grab the hook, push down, and kind of down and rotate it up, like down and then rotate it up so that barb gets out from under their skin. Yeah, not a bad fish, not bad at all. Let's get you back out there. And that was right on the bank. Like I said, I was trying to reel that in just to get another cast in, but okay. The weight isn't jacked up or anything, so we're good. Like I said, if I can get it in between these trees right here, like that, bro. Now we're cooking. Oh, that slime, dude, is just all up in my reel. It's nasty. You see all that? That line was white or clear when I got here. So let's move on down. See if we can find at least one more. Oh, snap. All right, yeah, it's about that time to roll on out. About that time. I'd end the video right there, but today I wanted to go over the lures and the rod and reel setup that I was using. So I was using the KVD Sexy Frog right here, about 2 inches long. Versus in the video, I kept talking about how I throw the smaller frog and how my fish to hookup ratio was. It's more with the smaller frog, at least to me, versus the average size frog. So I'll show you the difference between the two. About like this. The KVD Sexy Frog right here, pearl white, is about 2 inches long. Just the frog, not including the skirt. So in total, you may have about 3.5 inches right there, versus the pad crasher, the Booyah pad crasher, which is about 3.5 inches long. But with the skirt, after I cut it, it's probably about 4.5 inches long. And I want to compare the two right here. So I usually throw the smaller frog because when these fish are looking up, you go to a lake and you got mats everywhere, grass, and you know it's not fit for a jig or anything. It's perfect frog conditions. These fish they're looking up. So I'm the fish, the frog, you know, it's looking up, creeping, and then if I see this come across me, it's a smaller frog. Now the bass, man, it doesn't matter the size. It's gonna see the size difference between the two. Now you might throw this one and get hit in one spot, and then tie this on, throw it in the exact same spot, and then not even get a bite because of the size difference. Like, because the bigger one, yes, it does have the potential to bring out those bigger fish and to get that bigger bite, but it's not always the case. Because the fish, I mean, you might get a hit on it and they just don't fully commit because maybe the fish are intimidated. Maybe the bass are, you know, a little timid on, okay, well that is a frog. Okay, I'm gonna go hit it. I'm gonna just see what it is. You know what I'm saying? But if this right here comes across it, they gonna swallow that bad boy, 100%. As you saw today, yeah, it definitely works. Now I'm not saying that the bigger frogs do not work. I'm not saying that at all. Or I'm not talking anything about the company. I'm just saying that the smaller frogs, at least in my region and where I fish at, the hookup ratio it's a lot better when I throw a smaller frog. And now it's just like if you're using a wacky rig and you throw a 6-inch like Senko out there, and you know, and you've been doing it for a while and you're not getting hits, and then you go to a smaller 3-inch Senko, you throw it out there, and then you get hit on the first bite. You're like, okay, well, what's going on? And it doesn't matter. Like this right here comes across all fish, it's gonna hit it. Whether it's a pound, 3, 4, 5 pounds, or you know, or above. I think that the smaller frog does better than the bigger frog, and that just might be because of where I'm fishing at, or I don't know. I'm just speaking off personal experience that the smaller frog does work in my case. I can't speak about yours, so I just want to go over that. And then the rod and reel setup that I was using, I'm using a Quantum rod, 7 foot, medium heavy action rod, and the reel is also made from Quantum. It's a 6-to-1 gear ratio, and I had 20-pound fluorocarbon on it. I mean, I know people that when they usually throw a frog, they throw braid, but it depends on where you're at and what you're doing. Every situation is different. So, like I said, I just want to go over the lures and the reel and rod setup that I was using that helped me catch fish today.
And maybe if you don't know about fishing, then you can apply these to your fishing area. Or, you know, if you're brand new to fishing, then you can use this setup or any setup, man. It doesn't matter, man. Fishing has no rules. You can use whatever you want. But I was just comparing the two size differences between the two. I think that is imperative to know, and I think that, you know, bigger isn't always better in some cases. And yeah, that's about it. Like I said, I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, thank you. Usually